Picture a dramatic, cinematic drone shot diving down into the solid rock canyon of Ellora in India, revealing a giant, magnificent temple carved entirely from a single mountain. Modern engineers say it's impossible. Archaeologists are left completely speechless. Built over 1,200 years ago, the Kailasa Temple wasn't constructed. It was carved out of a single solid basalt mountain, from top to bottom. Over 400,000 tons of rock were removed, yet no blueprints, no debris, and no joints exist. But this isn't just an engineering marvel. It is a divine testament to the reality of Sanatan Dharma, the eternal truth that has always existed and will always remain. It shows the supreme power of the ultimate creator, who is one, yet manifests in infinite divine forms. Today on Global 19, we are looking beyond the stone to uncover the eternal truth hidden inside the world's most impossible temple. So let's unpack that mind-bending reality for a second. When we say it wasn't constructed, we mean you didn't have ancient workers stacking stones on top of one another like a normal building. It was literally carved out of the bedrock. And those missing blueprints and missing piles of debris, that's what really baffles experts today. There is no massive quarry site to be found anywhere. And because it was carved straight from the earth itself, there are absolutely zero joints in the entire structure. No mortar, no seams. It is one continuous, unbroken piece of stone.
Okay, let's really think about that number, 400,000. That is the estimated tons of solid rock that ancient builders had to painstakingly chisel and haul away. 400,000 tons. To put that into perspective, that's like carving out the weight of a modern skyscraper by hand. They didn't have lasers, they didn't have diamond-tipped drills, and actually, they certainly didn't have massive cranes to lift all that rock out of the canyon. They used simple hand tools, yet they achieved this unimaginable level of precision, executing an absolutely flawless vision without a single margin for error.
Section 1. Vertical excavation. Engineering the impossible. To pull this off, the builders used a highly precise top-down carving method. Step 1. They started by trenching the outer perimeter straight down into the top of the cliff. Step 2, they carefully isolated a massive central block of stone, effectively leaving this giant monolithic island right in the middle of a deep U-shaped trench. And Step 3, the top-down detailing. They methodically worked their way down the rock face. They had to carve the intricate roofs first, then the towering pillars, the life-sized elephants, the interior walls, and finally the base. Think about the stakes here. If they made just one tiny miscalculation at the top, the entire structure below would be completely ruined. Honestly, it's the ultimate engineering mystery.
Section 2. The Eternal Law of Sanatan.
Now, shifting gears a bit, this temple serves as a monumental, physical testament to Sanatan Dharma. According to the source material, this isn't merely viewed as a historical timeline or some temporary religious movement. For its followers, it is considered the eternal law of the universe. And that is the core philosophy hidden right inside the stone. The temple itself was designed to be a permanent, unbreakable representation of an eternal truth, echoing the absolute permanence of the universe itself.
There's a really beautiful phrase that perfectly captures this sentiment. Sanatan hi hamesha se hai or hamesha rahega. Translated from Hindi, this simply means Sanatan has always existed and will always remain. When you consider a temple carved directly out of the bedrock of an immovable mountain, you can see exactly how the unbreakable nature of the rock itself was chosen to represent this enduring belief. The medium literally is the message here.
Section 3. One God, infinite forms. And this brilliantly illustrates the theological framework of the builders. At the center lies Paramatma, which is understood as the supreme reality or the ultimate creator. Surrounding it are different manifestations of that single creator, forms like Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, and Shakti. The temple's design beautifully reflects this belief, that the ultimate creator is one, yet expresses itself in infinite divine forms. It perfectly mirrors the physical site itself, right? One single mountain, carved into thousands of distinct, intricate statues and deities, all connected by that exact same foundation.
Section 4. The Failed Mughal Destruction.
Now we get to a truly fascinating piece of history. The Mughal ruler Aurangzeb sent 1,000 men to labor for 3 continuous years with one highly specific goal: to completely destroy the Kailasa Temple. Yet the result? 0 damage to the main structure. It perfectly highlights the sheer futility of this massive destruction attempt. Aurangzeb's immense force was ultimately completely useless against this unbreakable stone.
So,
The crucial takeaway here is that despite an imperial order for destruction and the incredibly grueling human labor of 1,000 men over 3 long years, the main temple remained entirely intact. Sure, they managed to disfigure a few external statues, but that monolithic core, it simply couldn't be brought down. For followers, this complete failure to destroy the central structure is viewed as definitive proof of divine protection. The mountain just simply refused to fall.
So there really is an eternal truth hidden beyond the impenetrable stone. The Kailasa Temple perfectly marries an absolute engineering impossibility with a deeply enduring spiritual philosophy. It wasn't just built to be a place of worship, you know? It was carved into the earth itself to be a permanent fixture of reality. It was meant to outlast empires, weather immense destruction, and, as we see today, totally confuse modern science. I want to leave you with this final thought. What does the survival of this impossible monolith reveal about the true power of ancient human devotion? It's a question that continues to keep archaeologists, engineers, and historians awake at night. The sheer will required to carve a mountain top-down is nothing short of mesmerizing. Thank you for joining me on Global 19 for this look into the Kailasa Temple. I hope this sparked your curiosity as much as it has mine. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll see you next time.